Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for BroadwayWorld. The new musical comedy, It Shoulda Been You, has come to Broadway's Brooks Atkinson Theatre, and I'm here on the opening night red carpet where the stars came out to celebrate. How excited are you to be here tonight?
I'm really excited to be here. You know Daryl Roth, who's producing this, is one of my best friends. And Daryl was the woman who, along with Bernie Telsey and the people at MCC, who brought me back to the theater after 22 years. So I have a very special place in my heart for her. I have seen this. Have you seen this? It is heaven. And it's so funny and so charming and so delightful. And there are many, many people in this cast that I love and adore. I love them personally and I love their work. And David Hyde Pierce has done a genius job with this. And of course, Brian Hargrove, who is David Hyde Pierce's partner, husband, I think now, has written a lovely script. We saw this in workshop a long time ago. Never saw it at St. George Playhouse. This is where it should be.
This show is obviously about the crazy things that happen at a wedding. Anything crazy happen at your wedding?
It rained, and the tent wasn't put up correctly. And we had a friend, like right before, run to, that was like one of these, sporting goods place. And luckily, the tents that they bought were the same color, and it fit perfectly in the space that wasn't. And they put the vines going up and the flowers, and no one knew any different.
But see, those are great stories to have from the wedding. It's supposed to be, oh, my wedding was perfect.
Oh, no. Oh, and it was supposed to 100% chance of rain. And after we got out right before the wedding, both of our mothers had passed away before. And we're like, okay, moms, do what you can. Stop the rain. 100% chance of rain. I checked, while I'm getting dressed, I checked the weather report. 0% chance of rain between 6 and 10, and it did not rain during the wedding. So it was all good. They were taking care of it.
And being here for a Broadway opening, what it means to you?
Oh, it's part of our lives. It's the icing on the cake. It's the most, it's the happy birthday. It's the mazel tov. It's the wedding. It's the best.
How excited are you to be here tonight?
Well, I was just saying that I know nothing about this show. I purposely have known nothing about this show, except that it's Tyne, Harriet, and my friend Edward Hibbert. Yeah. And so that's all I need to know to get me here. Yeah. And David directed it.
David is making his directorial Broadway debut with this.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
And he's done such a beautiful job. I've been here already.
Oh, you have?
It's hilarious. You'll have such a good time.
I can't wait. I just can't imagine all those people together.
Yeah. And just being here at a Broadway opening, Cherry, what it means to you?
Well, it's, I never, even after all these years, I kind of pinch myself because I just can't believe I've actually got an entree and a ticket to go in the door.
You're Cherry Jones.
Well, not to me.
Totally.
I'm totally excited to be watching a show that I didn't work on. Yeah, it's great.
It feels good, right, when you can sit in the audience?
I'm looking forward to having a good time tonight.
Hey, Gigi just opened, stunning set. What was it like working on Gigi?
Gigi was an amazing trip to Paris for me. I love Paris, and to be able, it's very intimidating to design Paris for the stage because it's Paris. But I was really proud of what I did, and it was really exciting to do.
And just being here tonight for a Broadway opening.
I love it. Yeah, I totally love it. And it's, as I said, it's fantastic to be here just to support the work of my colleagues.
I am excited. It's like Grand Hotel, a star in every role. And maybe the funniest people in the theater are all in one play.
And you have some friends in the show tonight.
I know them all.
You know them all.
I know them all. I'm in the show business.
Yeah. Of course, Daryl is the lead producer. Daryl's a dear friend of yours. He's produced your shows.
Well, Daryl Roth has been my, sort of theatrical, I wouldn't call her my mother since we're not that far apart in age, but we've had a wonderful relationship. She's been involved with me since actually we were across the street doing The Tale of the Allergist's Wife. That's where we first met, and she's an extraordinarily loyal lady.
What have you heard about the show?
I hear it's funny, 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 and I want to laugh.
Oh, you'll laugh tonight. You'll have a good time.
I need a good laugh.
Well, here we are. How excited are you to be here tonight?
I'm very excited. I just got out of rehearsal myself for Ever After, and I love Daryl so much, but then when you look at the cast, Tyne Daly, Harriet Harris, directed by David Hyde Pierce. I know the composer, one of the composers, Jill, is in my company of Ever After, so I'm very excited about the whole evening, and the buzz is really good. It's really good. So I'm very excited for everyone, but I'm most excited for Daryl because Daryl really has helmed this project It's beautifully produced. I mean, just looking at some of the photos, it's just exquisite. So I'm very excited, and I also think I'm going to cry a little. So, don't we like that?
Oh, exactly.
I'm always really excited to see my sister. It's just great, and there's nothing like the live theater. It's just, I get nervous, and excited, so I'm glad to be here.
What will it take us to get you back on Broadway?
Well, not much. As a matter of fact, my sister Tyne and I are eyeing a play that we very well may be doing someplace around here next year.
That's wonderful. Okay, we want you back on the boards again.
Yeah, it's I'm dying to be here, and I'm dying to do a play with my sister. So there's some plots afoot. So if everything goes well and the stars align, we'll be around next year.
What do you love the most about doing theater? I know we lose you to TV and film, but you always seem to come home.
I love it that things go wrong. I love it that it exists only in your memory, and that if you're in the audience, there's no one guiding what you look at or what you hear. Your experience is all yours. You can't go back and rewind it and watch it again and again. It's just whatever happens in that moment is the memory you have.
It's very exciting. You see people that you haven't seen for years, and you get the feeling that, it really is a community.
It is a community of the best people in the world.
Theater people are the best people.
Yeah, they are.
David is making his directorial debut on Broadway. I mean, what does that make you feel? How do you feel about that?
Well, that's why we're here. And not just David, for Brian too, and Harriet, and Edward. It's a party.
The whole Fraser family is practically half of the...
I'm completely confident. I know because this is a comedic genius, and we're going to see that tonight.
Oh, it's wonderful. I was here the other day. It's so wonderful.
Oh, my God.
What will we do to get you back on stage again?
Nothing. I would do it immediately. Yeah.
How much fun did you have doing cabaret?
It was the best time of my life, I have to say. It really was. And to be embraced by the community here is a huge thing. And you don't realize what that is until you're part of it. And then everybody comes, and it's wonderful.
How about coming to New York in a play?
Just an invitation. That's all I want. Yeah, I'll come do anything.
The two of us together.
I'm so excited to be here with my friends that are in the show, a marriage equality show, musical that has been waiting to come to Broadway, and I'm excited to see how they do it. Being a reverend myself, actually, and having married many gay couples, I know that there's a lot to sing about. So I'm excited to see how they do their ceremonies. But it's really about time for Broadway to have a show like this, a musical, certainly.
And just being here for a Broadway opening, what it means to you?
Oh, gosh. I know what goes into doing a Broadway musical. It's a collaborative effort. And there's also a lot of loyalty. A lot of us are here from Little Mermaid, where Sierra Boggess is in tonight's show. David Hyde Pierce has been a loyal member of the community and of so many communities that he supports. And so it's really important to come out and support others in, a celebration of what they've accomplished together. It's very important.
You two together, I love this. It's like a mini reunion, right?
I know, 1999.
Wow.
We haven't aged a bit.
To the year.
The Saturday Night Fever reunion, right?
Yes. It's true.
Yeah, it is. I haven't seen him since we closed. So it's.
No, I've seen you since then.
I haven't seen you since then, honestly.
I saw you on the street in front of the Little Mermaid.
You saw me there.
I did.
I was selling tickets. That's what I did for the Little Mermaid.
How excited are you to be here tonight?
Oh, so excited. David Burkus is one of my best friends, and I'm so excited to see him and glad he's back doing this, which is where he's supposed to be, and I can't wait. We're thrilled.
I'm, obviously beside myself to see Sierra, and that's why I wore all my pink gear in support. And
look at his phone. Where's your phone?
I love this. Everything is
Richard, look at his phone.
Everything matches.
That is pretty cool.
Good.
What have you heard about the show?
Everybody has sort of just said like jewel box and fun and happy and unpretentious. So I expect that, and I cannot wait to hear her sing.
She's wonderful, as always. What have you heard?
I hear there's a twist, but I'm not supposed to ask any questions. Every time I ask Dave, he's like, no, I don't want to know the twist. And one time we actually snuck in when they were in tech, Neil and I, and he was like, get out of here. There's a big twist. So I'm excited to see what it is.
What have you heard about the show?
I actually saw it when it was at George Street, so I know generally, and I know a lot of music, but I'm really excited to see. I haven't heard anything about how it's changed, so I'm really excited to see that.
I don't know anything, but I know that I love Tyne and I love Sierra and I love this whole cast, so looking forward to it.
Yeah. You know, this is the crazy things that happen at a wedding. What is the craziest thing that's happened at a wedding that you two have gone to?
Together or separately?
Or separately or together. Have you been to one together?
One.
I don't know if I've ever had anything crazy happen at a wedding. One wedding that I went to had a wacky inflatable flailing arm guy, though.
That's super fun.
It was awesome, and there was like little girls dancing with the wacky inflatable flailing arm guy. It was like,
you were like, how did this happen, right?
Yeah. It was like, that's a strange, awesome thing to have at a wedding. I want one.
Definitely, one of my first friends to get married, she got married, pretty young to her high school sweetheart. We were all 24, and she had it in Wisconsin, so it was like just a big weekend and it was definitely the thing where all the bridesmaids jumped in the pool in their dresses at the end of the night, because they were like, why the heck not?
I'm very excited for David. My husband's in the show, and he's worked so hard being a dad, rehearsing he's been rehearsing all day long and doing the shows and previews with constant changes. It's nice that the show is getting some really positive buzz, that people are now learning about it and yet not knowing too much about it. It makes me very happy to see all of this interest.
I know you were kept out of the picture until that first preview, right?
Yeah, David refused to let me read the script or know the plot or anything. He wanted to get my authentic reaction to it. And it was genuinely enthusiastic. I'm a big fan of the piece, of what DHP did, what Brian did. The cast is great. They're all doing the same show. The music is great. It's a good show.
And just seeing him on stage doing what he does best, what that means to you.
Well, I think David's so charming and has such a light around him. So, quite frankly, I didn't really want him to be the star of the show, lest it be too much pressure, where he fits within the show as the handsome groom that gets to sing, gets to dance, gets to act, gets some dramatic moments. That's exactly what he needs to come back to Broadway.